Okay, guys, what's going on? Today, I want to talk to you about how to eliminate self-sabotage and how to increase our confidence in certain elements. First and foremost, how to decrease self-sabotage. One of the biggest hindrances in our lives. It's where we are succeeding, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we fall short. And we don't even know why. Everything was going so good, and then all of a sudden we just kind of just threw in the towel and then, call it a quits. A lot of times this happens because in our minds we have mixed neuroassociations. Basically, it's a pain-pleasure principle. We attach so much pain to if we don't succeed that we don't ever go for it. We're so afraid of failure that we never actually work towards the success that we need to do. That's the one thing that you have to face, is that when we get on the field of life, on that field we might win or lose. But you know what? We get on the field where everybody else is in the stands, one finger pointed at us, all the rest of the fingers pointing back at themselves. There's a lot of people out there that are haters. A lot of people out there that are dream killers and everything else. A lot of people out there that don't want us to succeed. Because if we succeed, we go past where they're at. And if we go past where they're at, then all of a sudden they start feeling, all alone. So a lot of these individuals are dream stealers. And subconsciously, that kind of rubs off on us. They always say that, you see those phone commercials where it's always you got the 5 people that you can pick and talk to for free. The odd thing about that is that we're usually the outcome of the 5 people that we hang out with the most. If you don't believe me, take a look at your best friends. Your 5 best friends. Take a look at their income, their views, and everything else that they're about. And the funny thing is, you probably got a lot of similarities with them. You might think you're different, but we're usually very close and very similar to our circle of 5. Self-sabotage doesn't have to happen. Self-sabotage can be changed at any point in time. But in order to change self-sabotage, we got to have confidence. You got to be able to go out there and realize that confidence is in you. It's inside of you. It's always been inside of you. It's not this magical thing that all of a sudden you drink this magical potion and you have self-confidence. You've always had it inside of you. I've always had it inside of me. So once you know that you can actually believe it, you can achieve it. We attach a lot of pain to past events too. We might be involved in a past relationship, and maybe there's a lot of pain in that relationship. Maybe there's a lot of struggles. That prevents us from going out there and getting a new relationship. Because we attach all this pain from the old relationship in the new relationship. And it's almost as if you had like an old plant and it died because you never watered it, and then get a new plant and it dies again because you don't water it. The past is the past. Whatever happened, every morning you wake up, you got a clean slate. The only place that the past exists in is in your own head. That's it. Now, we have a lot of things that we attach a lot of pain to, which limits our self-confidence and increases the odds of self-sabotage. So it's a simple technique in neuro-linguistic programming, or as a lot of people call it, NLP, which you can use, is called the eraser technique. And it's simply this. I want you to imagine a very negative experience that you had in the past. something that caused you a whole lot of pain. And play that in your head. Play it regular speed, going forward, and regular speed going back. So forward, back, forward, back. Now you're going to increase the speed. Increase the speed super fast, and increase the speed super backwards. So almost like you had like a DVD player, or for us old school people out there, VHS player, video cassette player. And it's like you're hitting the fast forward button of the painful memory and the rewind button of the painful memory. Now I want you to add ridiculous music to the background. Almost like circus music, something that's crazy. And add a bunch of crazy colors. And whatever the memory is, make it so it's something that you actually smile. Make it actually where it's something that brings laughter. No matter how painful this memory was, play this thing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with crazy carnival music and crazy colors, almost like it turns into a cartoon where it's not intimidating. And then in the lower, where my finger's pointing, the lower right-hand corner of your brain, think of the positive experience, the positive image that you want. And the big image on the whole screen was a negative thing that happened. Now imagine there's a wiper blade that goes across, So a small image of what you want to happen and you want to replace that negative experience with is going to increase and take over like a wiper blade. So every time that wiper blade goes over, out with the negative experience, in with the positive. Out with the negative, in with the positive. It's called an eraser technique, like I said, and it's very effective. You do this a couple times with any kind of negative experience in your mind's eye, and then all of a sudden, it's going to allow you to get rid of that and produce the positive experience. So once again, you take the negative experience, you fast forward it, and rewind it. Fast forward it, rewind it. Play funny, crazy carnival music in the background, and then have everything turn into a cartoon. Big crazy colors, everything crazy. Then in the lower right-hand corner of the video, of your mind's eye, have the experience you want to happen, and then the eraser goes over, and the small box experience takes over the whole box. We start off with the whole box being a negative experience, positive and small box, wiper blade goes through, positive experience overtakes the negative experience. Do this over and over again. It should help. Now look, no matter what we face in life, no matter what challenges that we have, we are always the controllers of our thoughts and our beliefs. Nobody has control of that but ourselves. Don't fight these negative self-thoughts. Don't fight these negative beliefs that pop up in your head. Because it's like the boogeyman. If we fear it and we run from it, it only gets stronger. But when we become friends with it, it's not that scary anymore. Give it a name. Give it a funny name. Every time I have these negative beliefs pop up in my head, the nickname I give it is Sebastian. Why? Because Sebastian is a type of individual that reminds me of a little British schoolboy that's very unintimidating. Where it's almost like, hello, my name is Sebastian. I'm here to pick a fight and take over your mind. Now, when I hear that voice, I just want to laugh, and it's not that big of a deal. Give it a nickname. Become friends with it, and don't fight it. Because when you fight those negative self-thoughts, you fight those doubts, it just makes it stronger, it makes it bigger. You become friends with it, it loses a lot of its power. The only person holding us back is us. That's the bottom line. You can do whatever you want to do. Now go out there and get it. Till next time, baby. Woo! Sorry, bad one. Woo!